everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to a new event, well at least a new event for me, and that is the Spiritual Market, and this edition, the one in April 2024, was hosted in Hasselt. As I said, it was my first time at the Spiritual Market, so yeah, I was quite excited. But before we get all witchy, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with books, with the writer life, with geeky stuff, with Wicca, with things like Marvel, DC, and Harry Potter and stuff like that, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload a new video. But yes, let's go back to April, to the Spirituel Market, or Spiritual Market, in Hasselt. So yes, the Spirituel Market, or Spiritual Market. This is my first vlog that I do about this event, because the edition of April was the first time that me and my mom took part at a spiritual market, but in the near future, I hope, if I get filming done quickly, you will see that there are another of I think 2 or 3 more spiritual markets that will follow, because first bit of the technical bits behind the organization of the spiritual markets. So the people who organize the markets are called the Witch's House, and that's actually their group name, because it's a duo of 2 young women who each have their spiritual store, who sell gemstones and incense and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. So they, as vendors, often took part in more of the events that focused on spirituality and stuff like that. Here in Belgium you have like the big bloom fairs and stuff like that. But they noticed that a lot of the small business weren't always that welcome, or weren't, didn't get a warm welcome. There is a lot of drama around that, but that I'm not going to, share, because it's not my story to tell. So they figured, why don't we, bundle forces and start organizing also a smaller spiritual market, where everyone is welcome, that focuses on little businesses, and we call them Spiritual Markets by the Witch's House, and we organize a few editions throughout the year, and that's on different locations through Flanders in Belgium. So before this editions that I took part in, they already did a few editions. How did I end up taking part in it? That's actually thanks to my writing colleague, Matthias Maho. His fiance, by now wife, has a small business with candles, and she makes beautiful figure candles that have a bit of a witchy fantasy vibe. So when she had seen the Spiritual Market by the Witch's House being promoted online, she had she had mailed them to introduce herself, to tell her, yeah, I make candles with a witchy fantasy magical vibe. I would love to have a booth at your next edition. But my fiance, by now husband, as I'm filming this this voiceover, he writes dark fantasy books. Is he also welcome? Because then we don't mind sharing a booth, but then we need 2 tables instead of 1. And they had reacted very positively on that, and Matthias and his books are also welcome. So then they shared like on the Facebook pages where when you make an event, you can put like I'm going or I'm thinking about it. So Matthias and Emmeline had put I'm going, And that's how I saw it. And of course, I write myself through as Morgan Blade, which is my pseudonym. But together with my mom, I also have like a little side business called Magical Treasures. Our main focus there is making display potions of different fandoms. But we also by now have an assortment of bookish goodies like bookmarks and stuff like that. But I figured, you know, I'm going to also mail to the organization, see if Magical Treasures is welcome with the display potions, because of course that is basically magic in a bottle. And then also hear if I am welcome with my books, because yes, I'm a practicing witch, but you know, I don't write informative books about witchcraft. I write fantasy books, urban fantasy books, with Greek mythology. I also have a few witches as my main characters or side characters. But you know, witchcraft is not the main, or Wicca is not the main focus. So I also sent them a mail, and again, a very positive answer, saying that my mom and I were both welcome. So I also decided to book a booth of 2 tables, table for me, table for my mom. And that's how we ended up going on Sunday, the 28th of April. I have to check, my little cheat sheet is laying on my lap. We went to Hasselt. Hasselt is not that unknown terrain for me because it's where I studied journalism. But still, I never had visited the location where it was hosted, because the Spiritual Market was hosted at the Elkerlijk, yes, which is like a very fun, cozy, if I'm not mistaken, cultural center, or like a party room. Yeah, it was a really nice location. The layout was a bit weird because you had like, when you came in, you had like one big room there, and then you had to like walk through a hallway and then turn right, and then walk through an little library corner, where you could, you know, the how do you call them in English? Where you leave a book and you can take another book, that you basically swap books out. So they had a little corner there, and behind that was another room. So they did like had the market split in 2. So you had the room here and then the room there. The event itself was from noon till 6 p.m, but we were allowed to go set up around, well, from 10 a.m. And as I said, I had a booth together with my mom, and also Matthias and Emmeline had a booth. Sadly, Emmeline, who is Matthias, his wife by now, she got sick. So Matthias was there with both books and candles and was responsible for both of them. And the fun part was that their booth, well, Matthias's booth, because Emmeline sadly couldn't come with us, was like right across from our booth. So that was really fun. And we were, both our booths were in the second room, like here, and here was the other room. What can I say about the other things? Oh yeah, there were a lot of people who sold gemstones, a lot of witchy jewelry, and of course witchy things. There was also a few booths that did like taxidermy, but like the cutesy version. I don't know how. I know it sounds weird, cutesy taxidermy, but it's like, yeah, so sometimes they make like little fairy tale creatures out of the taxidermy, but you also had like classic taxidermy. But it's more like the lighted version of taxidermy. Again, it's not my thing, but I can admire it. I wouldn't buy it myself, but still. And there were also a few tarot card readers. I think it were about 3 or 4 of them, which each of them had a different technique or a different focus. You will see in the footage, for example, that there is someone who works with moon energy readings and stuff like that. So yeah, I think with that it's time to roll some footage of our first spiritual market. as you could see, there was a lot of stuff to see, a lot of things to discover, and surprisingly, there were also a lot of readers among the crowd, which surprised us because, again, when you think of a spiritual market, you don't immediately link it to fantasy books, but still, both Matthias and me sold quite some books. We also had a few people who especially came for us because we had, of course, shared on social media that we were present at the spiritual market. So yeah, that was fun. But it was also fun to see that the people that came were like everyone, you know. It were parents with children, it were people who were interested in spirituality, who were interested in Wicca, but it were also people from the neighborhood who thought, you know, we're going to watch, take a look and see what we find. What is a spiritual market? It was a lot of people who visited a spiritual market for the first time. It was really, how do you say that in English? In Dutch we say laagdrempelig, so that there is no like hold to take for people. It's like an open door and everyone is welcome. They also didn't work with entry money, so it was a market that you could come in without paying anything. It was a free visit. So yeah, it was very fun. And of course, our display potions were also a hit, especially with the children. Because you know, you can shake them up and then it swirls, and yeah, that was fun. And again, also a lot of people who know mostly magic from like Harry Potter and stuff like that, and that then is our like street to say. Because of course, yeah, Harry Potter, my books, well, my music and books often are like compared to the vibe of Harry Potter. Plus, of course, we have Harry Potter display potions. So yeah, it was a very, very fun event. Lots of people that came by. Also very well organized. If we had a problem or we were worried about something, we just had to go to the people who organized it. We had to say something. They came to check in on us. So yeah, it was really, really fun. And of course, when you visit a spiritual market with a witch, and even worse, with a witch and her mom, yeah, you come home with some things. Now, the funny thing is, my mom is always the first one to say when we go to like an event where we know there will be like witchy booths who sell gemstones, do not buy stones, you have enough of them at home. So somewhere around 2 or so, 2 p.m, she said to me, I'm going to, you know, walk around a bit. You take care of the booth. I was like, yeah, it's fine, Mom, sure. And like half an hour later, she came back with 2 packets wrapped in well, cellophane plastic, like the bubble wrap plastic. I was like, oh no, what did you buy? Guess. She bought stones for me. Now I have to say, it are beautiful stones. She came back with 4 agates, or yeah, in Dutch you would call them agaat. So in English it's either a gate or agate. So one of those. There are different types because you have like a moss agate and stuff like that. I'm not that good in like determining the difference like on site. Maybe if I can take them next to one of my many books about gemstones and like compare them. But my mom also went for the colors and the shapes. Of course, because I'm a moon witch, so she got me, and I think this is because it has like a dark greenish texture, well, color, and a veiny texture. So yeah, she got me a moon. Then, of course, she got me a star. Also, this one is a bit more blackish brown. then she saw this one, which is shaped as a heart, is a lighter color. But her favorite is actually this one. And this one is actually, it is a bit shaped like a bowl, and it is, yeah, the head of a cat. And if you know me, I love my cats. I have 2 of them, so yeah. She got me those. And then it was my turn to walk around, and I also bought some things. One of the booths that were also in our room, so in the second room of the market, was Elke Torfs. She and her partner also have like sell a lot of jewelry, but also fun like wind gongs and sun catchers and stuff like that. So everything with like a spiritual witchy vibe. And I bought some jewelry there. First of all, I bought myself a necklace. And it has a pendant of opalite. I'm going to put my hand so that you can see it a bit better. So it is like opalite, though it looks like moonstone, but it is opalite. And it has like wire wrapping of a tree, Yggdrasil type of tree. I really like that one. Then I also bought myself a bracelet with feathers, and also 2 like blue stones. They are, I don't think they are the real kind, just beads, but yeah, I saw feathers and I love feathers, so I got myself that bracelet. And then I also got myself 2 new rings. First of all, I got this ring. I don't think it's like an actual cut gemstone. I think it's just an yeah, glass bead again, but I really like the design. It kind of reminded me of a princess tiara, and I love the color purple pink, so but the one I liked even better, well no, I like them equally, but I saw this one and I wanted this one too, is this one. And this one is a moonstone. You know, as a moon witch, I couldn't leave a moonstone ring behind. So I got those by Elke Torfs. I will show her business card. And then there was also someone who sold witchy stationery. And she had a lot of fun, like magnetic bookmarks with her own art book. And one of the, she had a few of these, but there weren't many left because it was one of her best-selling products. She had turned some of her designs into sun catcher stickers. So that are stickers that you have to put on your window. And the image is usually in like this iridescent type of yeah, ink printed, causing that when the sun hits it, you know, it shines like a mirror basically. And I hope, because it's very shiny, I got one of her designs of a witchy potion bottle with a little skull and herbs and crystals, and it is surrounded by little stars. I really found this one cute, a little bit spooky, bit cute, so cutesy spooky. I'm now debating if I'm going to put it in my office, so the place where I'm filming this, or if I'm going to wait and put it on the window of my witch room that is still in the building phase. So yeah, I got this one too. And that was everything that I got at this spiritual market in Hasselt. Again, very fun event. I was very surprised by the warm welcome, not only by the organization, but also by the people who visited them, visited us, visit the market. And as I said, I can now already spoil that in the future of these vlogs, you will see the spiritual market, but then on other places return. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give a little thumbs up or leave a comment down below, because that helps me to grow my channel, and I love your feedback, so make sure to do that. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!